Hello, and welcome to the Child and Youth Studies minor tutorial video. Hopefully this video can help you understand how to complete your Child and Youth Studies minor while you are doing a major at USF. In this video, I'll kind of give an overview of the core requirements of the university before I go over the minor requirements and talk about frequently answered questions. So if you're looking at the core, you can see that this cuts across and is the same across many of our majors. But when we look at the minor requirements for a Child and Youth Studies minor, you'll see that as you look through, there are some classes that count towards Core E, Gen Psych. There are other classes that could be part of your cultural diversity requirement, or even your service learning or community engaged learning requirement. So let me unpack how this looks. Now, whatever your major is, one of the rules that we need to follow is that for this 6-course minor or a 24-credit minor, only 3 classes can double count for both your major and your minor. So if you're a psychology major, you can only take 3 courses in psychology that are going to double count, same as sociology, kinesiology, all alike. So in the next coming slides, I want to show you how this might be tailored a little bit based on your major. So in the following slides, any courses that are green are ones that might double count towards your major and your minor. Yellow courses are going to be ones that are not part of your major that are required for the minor. And any gray courses are ones that would be elective options. So in these next couple minutes, you might want to just pay attention to those slides that really fit your major. So let's say, for instance, you are a psychology major. For most psychology majors, they're going to take general psychology, child development or adolescent development, and then psych practicum. Now, those 3 classes or class options for the developmental classes are going to be those that double count towards your major and your minor. However, there is still one more required class that you need to take, as well as some electives that you need to take to round out your 6 classes. So the one that would be a required option would be either taking Social Worlds of Children or Diversity of American Families, both sociology courses. Then for your 2 elective courses that you see there in gray, you get to choose whichever ones fit. Now, as you can see, Social Worlds of Children both is listed as a required course and as an elective course. Now, what that means is you can't just take your psychology classes, Social Worlds of Children, in one elective. What that means is if you take Social Worlds of Children and Diversity of American Families, one will count as a required core course in the minor, and the other will count as an elective. So overall, you still need to have those 6 classes. Let's say, for instance, that you are a sociology major. For you, your classes that would probably double count would be Social Worlds of Children or Diversity of American Families. And then you might take a class in urban education, sociology of education, or juvenile justice, and then do some field work in sociology. But again, even though there are a number of those classes that are highlighted in green, only 3 classes from your major will double count towards your minor. So then you'd still need to take Gen Psych, child development or adolescent development as your development psychology based class for the minor. And then you get to choose from one of those courses that I have highlighted in gray so that you could kind of round out your Child and Youth Studies minor. If you're a kinesiology student, you know you're going to take motor development, exercise and healthy kids, and professional practicum towards your Child and Youth Studies minor that can double count. But then you'll also need to take Gen Psych, either child development or adolescent development, and then either Social Worlds of Children or Diversity of American Families. So again, for a communication studies student, this is kind of what that looks like. If you are a student from biology, in some ways it's a little easier, although there's not classes that double count. Again, you know just to take the 3 required classes, some of which you have a little choice in, 2 elective courses, and then for your practicum, so that you have some one-on-one work with kids, dance in the community is often a really great option for you. For any students who are dual degree teaching students or in teacher education, you'll notice that you might also have a lot of courses that double count. But when I always say that only 3 courses can double count, what I mean is that only 3 courses can have the same acronym at the beginning. So let's say you're a sociology student that is also going to get a dual degree in education master's degree. It would mean that you'll take those required courses, but there's both required courses or elective courses in both the teacher education program and the sociology program that might count in that way. So just know that there's lots of options and lots of flexibility as we go through. Now, in terms of finding out more information, the quickest way to find this information is you just go into a Google search and type in USFCA Child and Youth Studies minor. You can get my contact information there, as well as get general information about the minor. What I'd also like to say too is if you've watched this and know that it's a good fit for you, you can also add your minor very easily by going to the change of academic program or the COPA form, where you change your academic program and just add a minor. It's a very, very simple thing to do, but it's also the exact same way that you would drop a minor if it doesn't work for you. Now, I know I've covered a lot of information today, and I know that this is maybe some repeat for you, but just know there's always ways that I can help you, and there's always ways that you can reach out to me to get answers to your questions. Hopefully this tutorial has given you a good overview, but if you do happen to be a child and youth studies minor, you'll know that I'm in touch with you pretty regularly every semester and always happy to help. Once again, if you have any questions, please reach me at athorson@usfca.edu. Thanks and have a great day.